Hey YouTubers, pilots. It's a nice day. There are a couple more people here. I'm getting here kind of late. Had some issues with a couple of planes and stalls and things like that. But I've got the Raptor up over, the F-16 up over there now. We're going to try and see how that goes today. It's starting to wind starting to pick up a little bit, but other than that, it's a gorgeous day. Check our control settings. Right, left, up, down, that way, that way. Alright. Well, we got quite a wind, so taking off shouldn't be a problem. We're going to walk it out in the field as soon as I get it up. In the air, I mean. Sorry about that. Alright. Another flight. I'm still nervous. I don't get this, but I am. Okay, another flight of the Freewing F-16 by Motion RC. This is a fun plane to fly, guys. It's fast, especially I put a Durafly Zephyr 70mm motor in this thing, power unit. It's about twice as fast as it was stock, so it's a little more to handle, but it's a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Oh, something's cutting out. ESC was cutting out. She tracks nice, guys. Oh, we got something going on with the ESC up there. We're gonna have to bring it down. Now the roll rate's a little better. Turning rate, the elevator's not so crazy anymore. It's one of the first stunts I've done with this. What a gas to fly. Oh, out of power. I'm gonna have to glide this one in, guys. Guess who forgot to set his timer? Oh, it's gliding nicely. See if I can bring it back into the window. Gently, gently. Yeah, we had to soft land it out there because I didn't have any juice anymore at all. It's the first time I've actually run the thing out of battery power. But the ESC was cutting off a little bit, so we're gonna have to take a look and see what our connections are doing. And you know, it's Freewing stock ESC, and I'm wondering if it's handling the amp draw on this new motor. I might have to up it to a 55 amp like the Zephyr's got. I think this has only got a 45 amp ESC. It's supposed to be rated for 4S, but I think the motor might be pulling a little more. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. I don't actually have the meters and stuff to check that out, but might be able to do it with a multimeter. I'll give it a try. Anyway, we're almost there. It landed nice and soft this time. I mean, I caught the wind just right without power. Talk about a lucky landing. I would have liked to have had it maybe a little closer. I get tired of this damn walk. But at least this time we didn't hurt it at all. It just came in and it just set right down. Just kind of set right down. I mean, honest, it was awesome. So, successful flight. This thing's flying a lot better. I adjusted the aileron control a little bit with some expos, kind of soften it up a little bit. I increased the aileron throws to about 80%, 85%, or 80% with a 25% expos. I lowered the expos and I raised the throw because it had such a low, slow roll rate that I couldn't effectively do a nice turn. It helps if I do that one. Let's see what our voltages are here. 3,290, that's pushing it. They're all pushing it. 340 is the toughest one here, but that's a long ways off from one of those cells. I wonder if I got an issue going with this battery. But, ooh, it's hot. Well, a good test on the battery anyway. We got a decent flight out of it. ESC cutting out a couple of times up there, a little weird, and it would come back, and you know, then it'd fly fine, but did finally just run out of juice. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Freewing F-16 from Motion RC. Outstanding bunch of guys. They stand behind their stuff. They help you out if you got a problem, and you know, they've got quite a knowledge base there, to tell you the truth. I mean, if you have an issue that's one of those things that's kind of really got you pickled. There's a couple guys that really know their stuff: the electronics, the ESCs, the motors, how to calibrate everything, even how to set up your radios. They've got some good videos out there to watch. But definitely check it out. MotionRC.com. This thing was only $169, plug and play. Basically, all you had to do was glue the wings on and a couple of things, and you know, the connections, the servos, everything installed. Thing flies great. The stock version has a slightly smaller, well, technically it's a slightly bigger motor, but a different system altogether, and it's quieter, it's smoother, but it's slower. And even the 4S version, you know, maybe everybody else would be very happy with the speed. If it's supposed to go 90 miles an hour, I want it to go 90 miles an hour. You know, if it's supposed to go 100, I want it to go 110. What can I say? You'd think I'd learn after all these crashes, but hey, this one's been crashed 3 times, bad, and after the 4th build now, we're actually successfully flying it. All these pieces of foam have been replaced. This wing is mostly spackle, lightweight spackle in here, and it turned out to work pretty good. Heavy on this side, I put a quarter, or a token, a parking token on that side, and embedded it underneath and made it part of the plane, and it balances out fine. That plane is twice as heavy as it should be. That's why I think it needed the extra power with a different motor. But it's great now. Flies awesome. A lot of fun. Thanks.